Now to some developing news from the state capitol tonight. The debate over raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour actually continues right now.
Channel 3's Roger Suzanen has been monitoring developments all night long. He joins us live now from inside the state capitol with some late-breaking details. Roger.
Well, Aaron and Mark, both sides say this is essentially a done deal. The minimum wage increase already passed in the House, and right now it is being debated through these closed doors here in the state Senate. But again, it is expected to sail through here and eventually be signed into law. Supporters and critics say this will bring big changes to Connecticut. Tonight, as Connecticut lawmakers move closer to increasing the minimum wage, a Waterbury small business leader is making plans to leave the state.
You just can't afford to stay here, and it's very sad.
David Pelizon manages Forum Plastics. He says the Waterbury business, which employs more than 150 people, simply can't survive in Connecticut if the minimum wage rises to $15 an hour.
To have a 50% increase in base pay over 4 years is going to drive us out of here, and I'm sure there are other businesses that once they look at this very closely will say we're really in the same position.
Right now, the minimum wage is $10.10 an hour. This bill would raise that rate over the next 4.5 years, hitting $11.25 in 2020, $12.50 in 2021, $13.75 by 2022, and by 2023, employees would top out at $15 an hour. Republicans say it will harm businesses and employees.
I think there are going to be people who are not going to be hired because of the minimum wage, or a certain segment of folks below the age of 18 may not be hired.
But Democrats disagree, arguing that past minimum wage increases have not hurt small business owners, and the jump will help working class people make ends meet.
It's going to be important for working mothers. It's going to be important for people who are struggling in this economy, people who often work 40 or 50 hours a week in 2 or 3 minimum wage jobs to try to piece together a living.
It appears the time for debate is nearly over. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle say for better or worse, the minimum wage increase looks like a slam dunk. So the question Pelizon is trying to answer is where will his company relocate to?
We clearly have to look at alternative locations for the company. I know Texas is recruiting us, North Carolina is recruiting us. I really don't want to do that. I'd like to stay here.
And lawmakers continue to debate right now, and they tell us they expect that debate to last into the early morning hours. But, the truth is, unless, again, there is a major twist on the horizon, this bill is expected to become law, and the minimum wage in Connecticut is expected to go up. Reporting live inside the state capitol, I'm Roger Suzanen, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.